the MC Nano already. We're going to do a 15-minute run. Just got our little bait board. Okay guys, ready to rock and roll. Steve-O's dropping her in. Okay, let's get that bait out guys. Got that low tide, get up the old Soul Surf, a little bit of Lumo tube. Got my little bait board down here with me. Hooked up! It's not a bad fish. Steve-O's got it now. Okay guys, we'll go down and have a look at Steve's box of goodies. Welcome to Reel Kiwi Fishing. This week, Steve-O and I in the far north. We're on the magical 90 today. We do have a little bit of a cross shore. It's only about 15 knots, maybe 20 in the Arvo. What we've got on board is the contiki and obviously the surf casts. It's only about a meter and a half with the waves once it's a little bit more onshore in the Arvo. So what we're hoping to do is just do a contiki set this morning and then see if we can find a hole, have a bit of a surf cast in, and then we'll do another contiki set in the afternoon if we have to, and we'll just do a little bit of surf casting in between, so on. So yeah, on the magical 90 today, contiki on board and surf casters. Hope we get into some goodies today. Hope you guys enjoy. do our first set, get it ready. Got our favourite bait, kahawai, caught yesterday. Set up the MC Nano already, flight surf. So once we do the contiki, I'll just walk down here a little bit. There is a little bit of a hole there, so I'll cast out there and see what happens. Just casted out the surfcaster just to see what way that current was running. It wasn't too bad, but as you get further out, sometimes it kicks in. It's normally a northerly flow, so we're just going to offset it a little bit. And it's our first set, so first set's always just trying to gauge what's happening. It's roughly high tide or just gone, so it'll probably pick up as that tide starts going out. But yeah, we're just going to do a short run. We're going to do a 15-minute run and probably about a 20-minute soak on the very first one, and that'll just tell us if the fish are in close, if there's a lot in there, or they're out further and whatnot, and it'll also gauge that drag. Just got our little bait board, put that along, cut up baits on. It's working a treat. So pretty good, not only for your surf casting, but contiki as well. Just keeps all that gunk off the back of the car there. Okay guys, ready to rock and roll. Steve-O's dropping her in. We're all baited up. Our favourite, our kahawai baits. So first set, gonna do about a 15-minute run. And probably about a 20-minute soak, I'd say. Just to see if those fish are in close. Okay, what we're going to do is chuck a couple of baits on in front of that sinker, like we do at the back. So a couple of baits, now that front sinker. So the horse will have no trouble getting out there today. It's a pretty small swell. And up to that middle sinker. That's that last sinker, contiki sinker. And now we're chucking in those three behind. See See how well they do today. Last bait. Okay guys, tiki's on its way out. It's going to give me a chance to have a play with the surfcaster. We're probably only going to let it soak for 20 minutes, so I've probably got about half an hour up my sleeve. It's actually gone down to the left where I wanted to cast the surfcaster. There's a little hole down there, so I might just let it settle, see if it swings round, and then go have a cast down there. But I do want to get a bait out while that tide's high into one of these holes. Don't want to leave it too late. Let's hope the snaps are in close. Okay, let's go get a bait out, guys. Let Steve-O do his thing here. And we'll go flick a bait out. Okay guys, let's get a bait out there. Not going to get too wet to start with, because these holes pretty much on the inside of those banks. Don't want to get it too far out, otherwise you end up fishing on that bank, not in the hole. So we'll see how we go. If I don't get a bite, I'll just wade out a little bit more. So we've got that low tide probably around lunchtime, which I'm looking forward to more. So the plan is to do that tiki set, and then once that tide gets low, concentrate on the surf casting. Sometimes I miss out on my surf casting up here because we're concentrating on the contiki too much. So I've told Steve-O we'll do the set, and then we'll concentrate on the surf casting as that tide gets low, and then we'll do another tiki set in the Arvo once we get pushed off those little banks. So that's the plan. We'll see how that plan works out. Okay guys, get up the old Soul Surf. Got the overhead reel. What I'm going to run, got a little bit of bling on this one, a little bit of Lumo tube, the squid skirt. Actually got a 7-bar Mutsu, a hook that sort of cuts back on itself, and I'll chuck a 5-ounce. So I've geared up that. Had a couple of little nibbles on the MC Nano. Got my little bait board down here with me. It's pretty cool. Legs out, a few baits ready to go. So I'll bait up the Soul Surf and I'll chuck her out, and then I'll probably rebait the MC. It's had a couple of nibbles. It's got half a pulley, the tail end. Got a few trucks rolling up and down the beach looking for that mussel spat. Other than that, it's pretty much just me and Steve-O on the beach, which is pretty cool. So we're up that far end again, came down the Tipaki stream. So we're pretty much up the end, far end. And what we're thinking of doing is just making our way back along the beach and trying a few spots. So we'll be doing a bit of driving hopping out, bit of a cast, might catch a fish or two and move on, or if we catch a few fish, stay put in that one spot. That's the plan. Let's get this soul surf out. Got a truck coming by. Okay, she's out there. Wind up that MC. Check that bait, it's had a few nibbles. Now, because I got that Mutsu hook, as you know, just run a little bit of a tight drag. So the fish can hook himself. Rebait. So I haven't casted the soul surf out that far. It's always good to have one in close, one further out. Sometimes you can be casting over those fish. Just a few little nibbles, looks like bait fish, which we'll get pretty much in close in those holes. Just the guts has been nibbled out, so I'll just probably cotton it, re-cotton it, get it back out there. Okay, let's get it back out. Remember to do your break up tight when you're surf casting with braid, otherwise you'll cut your finger. I do quite find it difficult to fish the beach when it's in between those tides, in between the high and low, because you're fishing those inner holes on that high tide. As that tide goes out, it gets shallow obviously, and the fish move out of there, and then there's that outer bank that we like to get to on the low tide. So it does get quite difficult as that tide starts dropping. But hey, you just never know, especially here on the 90. Woo-hoo-hoo! Hooked up! On the soul surf! Woo-hoo-hoo! Snapper, Steve-O! Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, he's a goodie, Steve-O! Woohoo! How's that? On the soul surf, new soul surf. It's not a bad fish in that little hole. Okay, Steve-O's cranked up the tiki. It's been out there for about 25 minutes. So short run, short soak. It's quite heavy, guys. Not overly heavy, but heavy. Which is a good sign, hopefully. Don't really have to help the contiki, but it's quite nice going old school, pulling it in by hand. Okay guys, up to the trace. A little snappy there. These two hooks we put on just in front of that last sinker. There's that last sinker there. Just a little fella. Still takeable. Got a little car white. Another little snap there. Another snap. There's a couple of traces that are broken off. Always a nice snap further out. I don't think we set it far enough. So this is what's great about this first set. It's giving us that gauge. Not a bad fish. One that Steve-O's got now. It's quite a nice fish. Nice and fat. So we just had a few sharks taking the bait or fish. Another nice snap there, guys. Not a bad set apart from few shark issues. So there's a nice fish Steve-O's got there. Got a couple of fresh kahawai for our next set. And there's that last sinker. We've chucked two in behind that last sinker, and it's a nice fish on that very last hook. So not only was it working on that last sinker, it might actually work on that first one as well. Who knows? That's another nice fish. Not a bad set, first set, apart from a few bust offs from the sharks. Okay guys, we'll go down and have a look at Steve's box of goodies. A couple of kahawai, fresh bait for our next set if we're going to do one. But not too bad there. It's quite a good box there. Oh goodness. There you go guys, how's that? It's a nice fish. For the tiki. Okay guys, packed away the contiki. Found this little bank here. Hooked up on the NC Nano. It's got a real nice hole out here. Fish on, Steve-o! Okay guys, just setting up for the evening. We're hooked up guys. So there's this little gutter in here. Ooh, there you go guys, we're hooked up again. Okay, Steve-o's just set it. There you go. It's a bit heavy guys. Some nice fish.